going on a big trip across states, across countries, across borders, or even continents, and you need a motorcycle to do that trip that is comfortable, dependable, exciting, and actually exclusive to give you a bit of a buzz. And that's exactly what KTM have done with the all-new 1290 Super Adventure. The standard equipment on this motorcycle, putting it way ahead of anything else in the travel class. It really is state-of-the-art with electronics and safety packages that have never been seen before with any other manufacturer. Based on the most powerful Travel Enduro engine to date, the 1190, and combined with the truly bonkers 1290 Super Duke R, means we have a new benchmark. Now, KTM have got a bit of a thing about power at the moment. We've got 160 horsepower here, together with 140 Newton meters of torque. But the trick is that at just 2,500 revs, you've got 108 Newton meters of that torque available. Never again are you going to be fishing around for a gear on one of those tight uphill hairpins in the mountains. It is all so controllable, and no other travel enduro can compete with that. Clever gearing on the crank means it runs super smoothly, eliminating any backlash or rattle. It's the smoothest engine KTM has ever built, and they've built a few engines. Another smooth touch is a longer sixth gear to help cruising on the highway or eating up a motorway. It'll save fuel too. The 1290 Super Adventure has an enormous amount of equipment as standard. MSC, CABS, MTC, TPMS. But what do all of these abbreviations mean in real life? Well, the brain of the bike is the motorcycle stability control. It measures the speed, the slip of the rear wheel, the lean angle, everything, and it adjusts the traction control and the combined ABS accordingly. It really is very, very clever. Therefore, the motorcycle has many different characters, all of which you can select on the go. Looking at the rider modes, all adjustable on the left-hand bar, you've got Sport, full 160 horsepower, really crisper feel to the throttle. Then you've got Street, same amount of horsepower, slightly softer feel to the throttle, best for everyday running. Then you've got Rain, taking it down to 100 horsepower, full traction control with a softer feel to the throttle, and the same amount of 100 horsepower is under off-road, but it gives you a lot more slide with the traction control, giving you a big opportunity to spin up the rear wheel. The traction control is industry leading, and in any of the running modes, it is always analysing the attitude of the bike, giving you a safe and enjoyable time all of the time. Brand far new from KTM is the option of MSR, Motor Slip Regulation. And what that does is prevent the rear wheel from locking if you suddenly get off the gas. All of which is overseen by MSC. And the same is true of the ABS. Bosch made, it integrates the world's first lean-sensitive cornering ABS system. It just always knows where you are. It combines the front and rear Brembos to give very short braking distances. Through the software, it will prevent endos or stoppies, while in the off-road setting you can lock the rear, but not the front. Next up, semi-active suspension. From WP, it's adjusting in real time. There are 4 settings: Sport, Street, Comfort, and Off-road. All are adjustable on the move, all with the left-hand bar. Where it's clever, though, is that in any setting, the automatic system recognises any road surface changes and reacts accordingly. It prevents dive under heavy braking, which is particularly good when you've got 2 people on board. It also keeps the headlight level, and it also reacts to how much weight is on board, factoring it all in. Another clever option is hill hold control. It just knows when the motorcycle is on a hill and will prevent it from rolling backwards before the throttle is applied. Smooth starts every time. Now, another world first on the Super Adventure are LED cornering lights positioned on either side of the fuel tank. Using the lean angle sensor, the light facing the inside of the corner will illuminate progressively the more you lean in, always giving you a perfect view. Sitting on a bike for long distances means you have to be comfortable, and that's where the new seats come in. They're softer but retain their memory over time. They look like leather, but they're much more durable. They're both independently heated, while the front can be adjusted up and down by 15 millimeters. There is another power part seat which is narrower at the front and wider at the rear. It looks different, gives you more freedom to move around on, and is a bit better if you're taller because it's 20 millimeters higher. With adjustable foot pegs, you then have the perfect ergonomics. Using CFD simulation, there's a brand new screen, keeping all of the wind and all of the rain out of your face. But even better than that, it's all adjustable, on the move, with one hand. Venturing into new and foreign lands, you're always going to need a GPS, and a mounting bracket fits perfectly here. This power part is anti-vibration and fully adjustable. Heated grips are standard for the Super Adventure. Also standard is cruise control. It is a must-have if you want to do the big miles easily. It's all incrementally controlled by a lever by the throttle, plus it has a memory as to what speed you were last at. Helping you cover the miles is an extra large fuel tank of 30 litres. It's one of the biggest in the class. Brim full, it will give you a whopping 500 kilometres of range. Also, the design should always keep your knees from getting cold. The luggage cases were integrated into the design from the very first day. They're waterproof, they're roomy, they're lockable, they're removable. Also, in the Power Parts catalogue is a titanium Akrapovic exhaust, which saves you another 3 kilograms. It's an en vogue motorcycle. It is impressive with the latest technology, ABS, semi-active suspension, Bosch traction control. It is immensely clever. The engine is a class leader without question. Made by the very best KTM engineers, that 1290 is so smooth. It's a bike with character. It stands out from the masses, defining a culture of touring and exploring so much further afield.